we're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. A nice shot by Black. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Black's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Paolo Banchero, so assertive in the paint. You love to watch that guy work down there.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, if you're looking for an easy vertical threat at the cup, Paolo Banchero, get out of his way.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's White with the rebound. Sun still looking like they're getting going here. They trail by 3. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Black. He's got 5. On the wing, Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Kessler with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Black. Turner with the screen. Here's Black. He's scoring an average of 33 points a game, a stunning total for a truly remarkable player. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And it's sent back by Kessler. And Banchero outside. Good work defensively by Turner. Suns trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Dick. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Black. Pass to White. Great defense that time from Banchero. Beyond the arc. And they recover it. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Dunn.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. Outside, White.
Pass to Turner. Shot clock at 6. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Dunn left side. Here's Black. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Black's got 9.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Banchero. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
How about the finish through contact by Paolo Banchero? Very tough to guard this guy because of that big-time frame.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here is Williams. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Here's Stokes. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan is solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Hornets. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
The other thing they've done a great job so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Out to the wing. Here's Dillingham. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Halliburton drives in. Down low. It's intercepted. Oh! And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it, and now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
Iguodala grabs the rebound. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Outside for Halliburton. Clock at 6. But 3. They get it back. Pass to Andrews. Here's Stokes. He's guarded by Williams. Goes back up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Williams with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. There's the pick. Shoots. Second shot opportunity. Makes it off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 8.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Williams. And a missed layup.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
The second effort, and he sinks the layup.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Dillingham. The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Dunn. Out to the right wing. Driving inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of basketball. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
When you have the triple drive game of Paolo Banchero, you've got to be able to balance that with your range shooting. Knocks down the 3 there.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And finished off by Banchero.
When every aspect of his game is moving and working, Paolo Banchero very difficult to handle.
Dillingham can't cash in from close range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's Banchero missing. Suns trail by 12. To the inside. Here's White. Banchero grabs the board. Here's the Hornets with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now Dillingham.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the goal.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
At the line for the Suns.
First free throw is good.
Dillingham. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Charlotte leading by 12. And stolen by Wagner. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Turner's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep. His size, really hard to guard.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Halliburton for three. The shot that time, not on target.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Hornets leading by 11. Here's Stokes. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. There's a screen. 6 to shoot from 17 feet out. Suns trail by 11. Done outside. Here's Black. 9 points in the game so far. Off target at the rim.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Andrews. Scoreless thus far. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. Stokes with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
He gets it in there. He's got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Over in the corner, Turner. And the Suns miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract length. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Stokes. Halliburton on the wing. Charlotte moving the ball around. Takes it inside. And he jams it with authority.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The free throw drops for Stokes. Suns trail by 17. Here's Black. Got a piece of it. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And the basket by Stokes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shoots a fader, and it's Wagner with the rebound. On offense, here are the Suns, trailing by 19. Pass to Dillingham. Shoots. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And he can't make the second free throw either. Listen both. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Here's Peterson. He has 6. Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
.132 left in the third. Here's Dillingham. The Hornets pull it in. Here's the 3. Iguodala grabs the rebound. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 19-point game. Here's Dunn. And the shot is good. Dunn's got 4 this quarter.
You can see the feel Franz Wagner has for the game. Just great vision right there.
Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Here's Dillingham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Hornets leading by 17. There's the screen. Pass to Salon. No good on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, you love to see Banchero get off his feet in a hurry and finish with authority.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Williams. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Suns trail by 17. Pass to Iguodala.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
First team foul.
And so here's Charlotte. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Stolen away. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Williams. Here's Stevens. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Salon.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Peterson, that's good.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Dillingham. Rejected by Banchero. Pass to Dick. Banchero outside. Fader on the way. That one off the back iron and out.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Salon.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one, his first turnover of the night.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 30, Ryan Dunn.
On offense, here are the Suns. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
It's tipped. Charlotte leading by 22. And there's the drive.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
The kick out to Williams. Knocks down the three ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game for him. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Takes the three. Another three for Phoenix.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Fires for three. Rebound by the Suns. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Banchero outside. Here's Salon. And a strong finish with two hands.
Well, that's about the defense keying in on Banchero. He recognizes it and shows off his vision.
Outside Williams. Another three for Phoenix.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Banchero. Here's Peterson. Again, the Hornets score.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Hornets leading by 21. Banchero outside. Pass to Peterson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, and guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
As Peterson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Miles'
Second
turn.
team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
There's the triple. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And it's the Hornets ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Peterson. The shot's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Hornets.
Will not let us in. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think